section. Here we have 3 different points that we are going to talk about. Look at your books on page 36. Together, we are going to read the examples, to read the rules, and to do the exercises. So today we are going to explain the expression need to be with past participle, have or get with something plus done or past participle. Also, we are going to talk about about the past participles when we use them as adjectives. Now look at the first one. Need to be done. Need to be here done refers to what? Past participle. Who can read the first example?
May I?
Who can read the example? Adnan?
The windows need to be cleaned.
Good. You realize here the windows need to be cleaned. In other words, someone needs to or must or has to clean the windows. You realize here the form is like the passive. We focus on what? The object more than the subject. The windows need to be cleaned by someone. Who can read the second example?
Okay.
Nordin. Are you here, Nordin? Dia, read the second example, please.
The car seats need to be fixed.
Good. The car seats need to be fixed. So it means that someone needs to
Teacher, I
fix
don't have
the
any
car seat.
sound. You can listen me?
Yeah, I can. Yes, I hear you. Okay. You realize here also we focus on the object more than the subject. The car seats need to be fixed. In other words, it needs what? It needs to be fixed.
Fixed.
Someone
Someone
needs,
has to fix it, but we focus
yes,
on the object here.
someone needs to fix, the car seats or has to fix it or must fix it. So this is about the first rule. Here, need to be must be followed by past participle. Now, suppose that someone will do the service for you. Okay, here we have a new form which is using have or get with the thing or the something that you are going to do with the past participle. Look at the first example. Who can read the example?
Can I?
Ah,
Can
yes.
I? Or may I?
Adnan, let me read Adnan.
I
Okay.
can.
Use have or get with the past participle when someone else does the service for you.
Good. Use have or get with the past participle. Verb 3, done. When someone else does the service for you. Look at the first example. The rooms need to be decorated. So we can say we are having or we are getting the rooms decorated. In other words, we have workers and they are, working now in decorating, our rooms. We are having or getting what? The rooms decorated. It means that someone is doing for us, the decoration. This is what do we mean by have or get something done. We are not doing, the action by ourselves. Others do it for us. The rooms need to be decorated. We are not going, to work with our hands, but others will do it for us. Here, also it depends on the tenses. If the tense is, present progressive, it will be like this. Be plus I in having plus the verb 3. Look here. Be, we are having or we are getting, he is having, he is getting, then, something, then the verb 3. Who can read the second example?
Can I read?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Yes. The room,
The
sorry,
roof,
the roof.
the roof needs to be repaired.
Good. The roof needs to be repaired. So here we can say in the future, we are going to have the roof repaired. In other words, we will ask someone to come and, mend it in the future. We are going to have the roof repaired. We will have the roof repaired. Who can read the third sentence?
I can.
Yes, Malik.
The house
The house.
the house need to be painted. We had our get to house painted.
Painted. Good. So here you realize the sentence is in the past. The house needed to be painted. So we had the house painted. In other words, we asked someone and came and painted it. We had or we got the house painted. This is in the past. But someone did it for us. Someone painted, the house for us. We didn't, paint it by ourselves. Okay? So when someone else does the service for you, we have to use this form. Have or get something plus verb 3. Now let's move to the third point here. When we have the past participle of verbs, sometimes they are used as adjectives. Look here, break, verb 3, broken, crack, cracked, damaged, tear, torn, etc. Who can read the first?
May I?
Ahmed Al-Hurani. Read the first example. The windows.
Yes, mister.
Read it, please.
The window. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. The windows.
The windows were broken. I fixed the broken windows.
Good. The windows were broken. You realize here what we have what? Past passive. This sentence is passive. Passive voice. If you remember when we talk about the passive voice in the past tense. The windows were broken. I fixed the broken windows. You realize here broken is what? Past participle, and it is used as adjective. I fixed the broken windows. Where is the adjective? Here, the simple,
Broken.
the past participle form. And this is the noun. Who can read the second example?
Can I?
Yes.
Can I?
Abdullah. Read the
Crack.
second example, Abdullah.
Crack. It will be cracked. Yeah.
Yes. The vase was
The
cracked.
vase was cracked. I threw away the cracked vase.
Vase. Good. I threw away the cracked vase. The same here. We have the past participle verb, cracked. It comes before the noun and, it becomes an adjective. What about the next? Who can read the next example?
I did.
Yes, Ibrahim Mansour.
Yes, mister.
The third example, please. The car was damaged.
The car was damaged. The machine fixed the damaged car.
The mechanic fixed the damaged car.
Yeah, I didn't see it. The mechanic fixed the damaged car.
Good. So you realize here we have what? We have the verb 3, the past participle. It is used as an adjective. Cracked vase. Who can read? And damaged car. The last one, Anwar. Read, Anwar.
Torn.
Torn, yes.
The shirt was torn. The tailor sewed the torn sleeve.
Torn sleeve. Good. Torn here, verb 3, past participle. It is used as an adjective. So this is about our, our lesson about the grammar. Here we have 3 points using need to be plus done and have or get something done if someone else does the service for you. The third point is using the past participle as an adjective. Let's go to our box on page 36, exercise A. Say what is wrong with the following items, then say how the things should be fixed. We are going to use the wheres in the box more than 2 times. Look at the example. Who can read the example? Who can read the example?
May I?
Yes, Adnan.
Okay.
About the
The
first
jacket is
picture.
stained. It needs to be dry cleaned.
Good. You realize here the jacket is, stained, has stains. So it needs to be what, cleaned or dry cleaned. Number 2, what happened to, the air conditioner? Diya.
Okay, the air conditioner is damaged. It needs to be replaced.
Good. Thank you. You realize that, the air conditioner is damaged or, broken, doesn't work, isn't working. So it needs to be what? Repaired. Good. So the air conditioner isn't working. It needs to be repaired. So again, here we have different answers. Now, what about the trousers? What happened with the trousers or the pants? Yes,
Can I
Ibrahim.
answer?
Ibrahim Mansour.
The pants are ripped. They need to be sewed.
Good. Thank you. You realize that the pants are torn. They need to be what sewn. Now, what happened to the next? What's wrong with the knife?
The knife or the tomato.
Who can do it?
Can I?
Adnan.
The knife is dull. It needs to be sharpened.
Good. It needs to be sharpened. Good. Thank you. The knife doesn't cut or, is done. It needs to be sharpened. Next. Number 4.
Can I?
Yeah.
The car is dent. It needs to be repaired.
Good. You realize here the car crashed or, dent, has a dent. It needs to be what? Repaired. Yes, the car has a dent. The dent needs to be repaired. Now, what about the shirt?
Can I answer?
Yes.
The sleeve is missing button. It should be repaired.
Good. Thank you. The button on the shirt is gone. It needs to be what? Repaired or, sewn back again. Now, what about the shoes? Ali Shurman.
Oh, yes. The heel on the shoe is broken. It needs to be replaced.
Good. To be, replaced, to be repaired. Good. So the heel on the shoe is broken. It needs to be replaced. Good. Thank you. Now, what about the last picture about, the...
Can I solve?
Yes, Anwar.
The tire is flat. It needs to be repaired.
Good. The tire on the car is worn, not a flat, worn.
Okay.
Need to be what? It needs to be replaced. Thank you very much. Have a screenshot and move to page 37. Go to your books to page 37, exercise D. Okay. Now here we have an apartment. We are going to look at this apartment. It has a lot of problems. Complete the chart. Make a list of the problems. Say how you are going to solve the problem. Here we have an example. Who can read the example? Ibrahim Mansour. Ibrahim, the first room is, the living room.
Yes, the living room. The window in the living room is broken. It needs to be fixed. Solution,
Good.
I'm going to have it fixed.
Good. The window pane in the living room is broken. It needs to be what? Fixed. So the solution is that I'm going to have it fixed. Now, what about the problem with the in the kitchen?
Can I solve?
Yes, Anwar.
The faucet is dripping. The faucet
Good.
in the kitchen is dripping.
Good. Maybe I'm
going to have it fixed.
Good. I'm going to have it fixed. Good. In other words, I will bring someone to do it. Number. Good. Yes, the faucet in the kitchen is dripping. I will change it. I will have it changed, etc. Good. I'm going to have it fixed. I'm going to have it repaired. Now, what about, number 3?
Nice one.
Yes, Adnan.
Bedroom. The walls are dirty or the windows are dirty. The windows in the bedroom are dirty. I'm going to clean them. I'm
Good.
getting them cleaned.
Good. You realize that here the window or the mirror is filthy, or it needs to be what? Clean. I'm going to clean it. Yes. I'm going to clean it. It means that you are going, do it by yourself, not to bring someone to clean your mirror. Okay? But, the faucet, maybe you will have someone to, change it. You will have someone to change it. Now, what about the bathroom?
Can
What
I
happened
solve?
with, yes, Diya?
Okay, the wall in the bathroom is cracked.
Good.
Solution, I will try to fix it, or I'm going to fix it.
Good, thank you. Now, what about the number 5, the dining room? What happened to the paint? Yes, Ibrahim. Ibrahim Mansour.
Yes, Mr. Number 3.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Look at the picture here, number 5.
Yes. The wallpaper is ripped.
The paint, yes, or the wallpaper is, old and peeled off.
Yes, the solution, we should repair it.
Yes, very good. Thank you. I'm going to have it repaired, or I'm going to repair it by myself. I'm going to have it repaired. And the last one, you have to change, the answers, okay? Change the answers. Change the answers, Shabab. Number 4 comes here. The wall is broken. I will fix it. I will have it fixed. And number 5, the paint is old and peeled off. I'm going to repair it, or I'm going to have it repaired. Okay? But here we have a mistake. Okay, now let's go to exercise C, or D, sorry. Exercise D.
Can I do the first one?
All of you, just 1 minute, please. Look at your books on page 37, exercise D. We are going to complete the conversation and, to use the correct form of the verbs here. Start, Adnan, with the first one.
Okay, I had this car for 6 months and it gives me all kinds of problems.
Good, but here we have to use the present perfect, Shabab, because here we have for 6 months. Okay, up to now. Started, in the past and up to now. So we have to use what? Have had. Good. I have had, yes, Anwar, this car for 6 months and it gives me all kinds of problems. Good. Next.
Okay. It not start. It doesn't start in the mornings.
Good. It doesn't start in the morning. It doesn't start in the mornings. Here we have to use simple present. It doesn't start in the morning. Sometimes we use the present progressive. It isn't starting in the mornings. Maybe it, yes. Yes.
Might be.
Doesn't.
Might be.
Might be. Good. Maybe
Might.
it is because of the cold or the battery here might be low. Good. Thank you. Yes, Nordin, continue.
It probably needs to be recharged.
Good. It probably needs to be recharged. Good. Thank you. To be recharged. Who wants to continue? Let me choose Dia. يلا يا Dia.
It isn't that. I just had put in.
Good. Had a new battery put in. Good. I had, a new battery put in. It means, I change it in the, in the battery store. I just had a new battery put in, and it still will not start. Who can continue?
I can.
Yes.
To be repaired.
Good. I think the starter needs to be repaired. I think, the starter needs to be repaired. Who can
Can I choose the
continue?
next one?
Yes, Adnan.
Yes, the exhaust pipe have fell off and the radiator is leaking.
Good. And the radiator is leaking. Here we put is falling, and we can, because here the radiator is leaking. The exhaust pipe, fell, simple past. It's better than, is falling. Fell off, and the radiator is leaking. Now, what about the last, number 8?
Can I solve?
I can.
Yes, Ahmed Al-Hurani.
Yes, Mr. They both need to be fixed.
Good. They both need to be fixed. Who wants to continue?
Can I do?
Yes, Nordin.
Then you shouldn't worry. We will do everything.
We will have everything what? Fixed. We will have everything fixed. Good.
Number 10.
Yes, that's what you.
This what you said.
Good. That's what you said.
That's what you said the last time.
Good. Now we need two of you to read the conversation. Adnan and Dia.
Okay.
Okay. I'll start.
Yes, start.
Okay. I have had this car for 6 months and it gives me all kinds of problems.
What is it this time?
It doesn't start in the mornings. Maybe it's because of the cold or the battery might be low.
Okay, maybe it's because of the cold or the battery might be low.
It probably needs to be.
It probably needs to be
sorry.
recharged.
It isn't that. I just had a new battery put in and it still won't start. I think the starter needs to be repaired.
Is there anything else wrong with the car?
Yes, the exhaust pipe fell off and the radiator is leaking. They both need to be fixed.
Is your car under warranty?
Yes, it is.
Then you shouldn't worry. We'll have everything fixed for you.
That's what you said the last time.
Okay, thank you very much. Now here we have a homework. We are going to look at.
Can I start?
Yes, Abdullah.